Hi there, welcome to another TechRadar Talks. I'm John McCann, this is Gareth Beavis, and
Hello.
we're here to talk to you about WWDC, which is kicking off next week. Gareth, what are we looking for?
We are looking for a lot of software stuff. That's traditionally what happens at WWDC. Sadly, the times where hardware comes up there is gone. It would be nice to see it tied together. So basically we'll be seeing iOS 9, in its full format, and a little bit more about OS X, I think. Plus we'll see a little bit more streaming. Whether we see all the streaming services is unclear. But I think there'll be a lot of new projects for people to start getting their teeth into and start reading about, writing about, lots of really great things.
Sure, I mean, there's rumours saying that Apple are looking to launch a music streaming service, Apple Music, and potentially an Apple TV program streaming service, but latest reports are saying that maybe the TV service is a bit on the back burner because there's some negotiation deals still ongoing, so it's not quite ready, but Apple Music is looking a bit more likely to really give sort of a challenger to Spotify.
Yeah, and I think it'll be about the same sort of price. It'll be something that's, I mean, this is all about deals, isn't it? It's about making sure the record labels feel comfortable that this service isn't going to start taking their own revenue. I think the amount of Apple phones and iPhones and iOS and all this kind of stuff that has access to Apple services, it makes sense that you'd have a service that Apple can control as well, because it's just got the reach for the music as well. I can see why there's been a delay, because it would become fairly something of a monopoly, but fingers crossed we'll see something, because it's always good to see more streaming services. It hopefully increases the amount out there, increases the amount of revenue coming from streaming for artists, which is always a good thing. So fingers crossed that happens. I mean, I'm sad to see that the TV service isn't coming, but I'll be honest, I just want to see a TV from Apple. I want to see new hardware from the brand. Services are all well and good, but I just want to see a new TV. I don't really care if Apple TV gets that much more new fancy tricks. Live TV's okay, but everyone's got something really in their house already.
And OS X 11 for all the new updated MacBooks with their fancy new screens and designs.
It'll have a bonkers name as well.
We
can't even predict. They'll choose some little random town in America. And yeah, I'd like to go with Oregon. That's pretty small, isn't it?
I don't think so. But anyway, also looking to see the Force Touch trackpad, which is quite cool.
Yes.
Seen.
That was really good. I had a good go on that, and I was like, this Force Touch makes a lot of sense.
And then that being opened up more to developers, they should be able to do some cool stuff with it in games and applications and major programs as well. Give you more control over everything. That'd be pretty sweet.
I'm hopeful as well. We'll see a bit more about Apple Watch. That definitely feels that was the first release of it in September. Obviously, no, it came out in April, but it definitely felt that was just let's get out there now. Let's see what developers can start doing. I'd really hope, and I really think we will see this opening up now. Things like allowing apps to run on the screen so you don't have to turn them off at the same time, making it so that things can be autonomous without having to be a native app. So stuff like that, I think it'd be really good to see that, because I think the watch has had a good reception. Considering it doesn't do a lot and it's a bit expensive, I think for what it's the reception has been pretty good. So if developers start making it worth having, then the smartwatch industry as a whole will really benefit, and that's really what we want to see. And
one last quick thing, Apple Pay, maybe finally it might make its way out of America to the rest of the world.
Yes, but I mean, this is an American conference, although it's a worldwide thing, hence the name. You still think that it'll be an announcement by itself. I just really hope that Apple Pay does start coming out, because if Apple Pay's here, it'll force Samsung and Android Pay to turn up as well. So again, ecosystem-wise, it'd be really healthy. So fingers crossed.
That's what we're looking forward to at WWDC. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.